Well, I know they're around here somewhere, but the question is where? I've looked all over the place. I know there's supposed to be a live stream here someplace. Oh, there you are. Good to see you guys. Well, I'm live, or theoretically I'm live. And today I'm going to do an unboxing of the Hollyland Lark M2 wireless mic system and the DJI OSMO 6 mobile gimbal. Now, I've been wanting to upgrade my gear for my show for quite a while. And the truth is, I purchased both of these over the last year, but they've set up, on my shelf because, well, frankly, I was just too busy doing my regular job to do anything else. But today, it's beautiful weather here in sunny California. Oh, I'm a little out of breath, aren't I? I didn't realize that walking up that hill would take that much out of me. Give me a second here to catch my breath. Or maybe I'm just excited and happy to be here with you guys. In any case, finally, I decided to come out while the weather is nice. I'm here at El Toro Park in Mission Viejo. Actually, this might be the city of El Toro. They border each other. Not really certain, but I know this is El Toro Park. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to open both of these up and I'm going to share a little information about them. I'm not going to do a full in-depth review. I'll leave that for another time. Basically, I just want to finally get these open and start using them. And by the way, so you know, if the audio is working the way I expect it to, I'm actually using the Lark M2 wireless system right now. I don't know if you can see it, but right there, that's the microphone. And then over there on the camera is the receiver. And that allows me to walk around and still provide quality audio for you. And if there were a second person joining us, there's another mic, and that also would be picked up on the system. So now my question is, whether or not I sit here, which is comfortable, but probably not practical for the show. There is a picnic bench over there, and I think I might go over that way. We'll see. I'll tell you what, I'm going to give it a shot. No, probably a smart thing to do is to get my butt up and go over there, all right? So, but before we do that, well, hang on, because I got to, not only do I have to get the gear, but I got my camera bag, which I carry everything in. I've got to put that on. So bear with me. There we go. That's good. All right. Grab these items. And I think what I'll do is, there we go. And up we go. Okay. There's 3 picnic tables right in front of me. Since my hands are full of gear, I can't switch over the camera. And so the question is, what is the best background for this? I think this is okay. Oh, now I'm hearing a wee bit of an echo in here. I don't think it's too bad, but you have to let me know. And also I noticed that it's, the lighting is not exactly ideal, and there's a bit of wind. So I may rethink this and go back to my spot. I should be talking to you on the camera. So, but before we do that, let me give you a better look at what the packaging looks like. We'll start with the Osmos. So that's the DJI gimbal. And one of the things I like about this system is that nothing blocks the camera from rotating in any direction. And that's also good when you have the receiver mounted to the camera. You don't have to offset it like I do on this gimbal. And then it has this extension stick, which will give me a little additional height when needed. And then, and here's the Lark system. And it's really nice. And like I said, so right, as you can see right here, this is the microphone. Down here are the two various receivers. One fits for the iPhone or any mobile phone. What do they call it? There's, I guess the new thing is USB-C, and I can't remember what the previous one. But the point is, if you have like in my case, I have an iPhone Pro 13. One fits it, but if I move up to say the 15, I'll have to use the other one. So, all right, I'm going to take my chances. The wind seems to have calmed down a bit. I hope it's not too bad. So what I'll do is I'll focus the camera on the boxes. So give me a second here, and we'll swing this around, and boom. Yes, boom. Come on. You know, the haptics don't work very well on this, in my opinion. Okay, I'm going to go wide angle. There you go. Okay, so there we go. So we'll do that one first. So let me get my, as you'll see here, not that direction, this direction. So here's my gear bag. And inside it, I have all the stuff that I use when I do live streaming or any kind of edited video production. I'm going to need to show you that. And let's see, I'm going to need to pull that out. And let's see, somewhere, oh yes, my X-Acto knife, so I can open everything up. And I think it'd probably help if I put on my glasses. All right, so give me one moment. Put my glasses on, we'll swing the camera around again. All right, so there we go. All right, so there you go. Now, I think I mentioned that I did mention that I'm using the wireless mic system. This is not the one that that's in the box, obviously. I borrowed this from somebody so that I could give you the best possible audio and help you get a sense of why I chose this particular system. But we'll get to that in a moment. First, let's go ahead and open up the new gimbal. And let's see, what's the best way to tackle this, huh? I'm one of those people, I don't like to damage even the box, so I try to be careful about it. It probably really doesn't matter in the long run. It's going to end up in a, what do you call it, a landfill or something, or a recycle bin, but that's just the way I am. I'm the type of person who likes to do things a certain way. Well, if we can just get these to go. And by the way, you may be hearing what sounds like a motorcycle in the background. As I said, I'm in a public park. Come on now, don't fight me. There we go. And there's a family here celebrating what appears to be a child's birthday. And they have one of those little mini motorcycles. And the dad's riding the kids around on it. So he tends to make a circuit and it goes right past where we're situated. Okay, so there we go. So now, let's see. What's the best way to open this? You would think it'd be obvious. I might be old, I might be slow, but I don't think I'm that old or that slow. But maybe I am. Let's see. Okay, that's, okay. Okay, it looks like it comes this way, right? All right, here we go. I guess I have to pull it that way. This is really strange. You would, I see, look at that. It'd help if I slice that and open. All right, here we go. I'm trying to do it best for you guys. All right, here we go. I'm gonna open this up. Oh, I see, it looks like they even give you a little spot here. So I just pull that green spot, that arrow, and boom. Now we have access to the gimbal. There you go. All right. So, pull it out. Obviously, well, maybe not obviously, but I assume this is where all the instructions are and so on and so forth. We'll get to that later. So, now here, this is the cradle that will hold the mobile phone. Let's see, OM, so we'll put it that way so you can see it properly. OM, Osmo Mobile. Okay, there's that. Then we have what appears to be the gimbal itself, and we're going to have to open all this up. By the way, I'd like to know how things are going for everyone out there. I don't think anybody's actually watching. If you are, I'm not seeing your messages, which is unfortunate. I always enjoy reading your comments, but this was, it's part of the process of live streaming. Things don't always go the way you want them to. So let's see here. And again, I haven't played with this all, so I don't know how they even pop it open. Looks like there might be a lock system. So I'm going to have to read up on it. I'm not going to open it up right now. No sense in taking any chances and damaging the unit. And then this is the stand that goes on. Let's see here. Okay. Oh, come on now. There you go. Live streaming is always a challenge because you're dealing with, an environment that's not always conducive to live streaming. And because it's live, you can't go back and correct things. You just have to fly with it. And that's what I'm trying to do here. So, yeah. For example, I would prefer to be able to switch back and forth on the camera so I can talk to you face to face, but right now my hands are busy taking care of that. All right, so let's see, we'll put that on. And then what we'll do is we'll take a look at some of the tags, because it looks like there's some tags here. Align the phone, that's an alignment, so. Is there like a, does this pop? Oh, look at that, there it goes, boom. It just, oh, and it's already on. Oh, well, let me pull the camera back and tilt up a bit so you can see it maybe a little bit better. The lighting here is not exactly ideal, is it? Probably should be out in direct sunlight, which we'll do later. And then you'll see that this is going to go boom like that, okay? And the camera will go right up there. So that's that. So that's the first new piece of gear. Get that out of the way. So now we're going to open up, and I'm going to turn this around for one moment. Oh, hey, Alas! It's great to see you as well. Alas is in England, everyone, and I believe she's located somewhere in London, if I'm not mistaken. So good to see you, Alas. Okay, now I'm going to turn this around for a second. Again, the haptics on this phone, I'm not happy with, because I feel like I should be able to just tap it and it should pop back immediately, but it doesn't. Maybe I expect too much. So, and then okay, I'm looking at myself on camera, but I really should look. Yes, new toys, absolutely. So there you go. This is it. That's that. The Lark. Oh, got a lot of reflection. There you go. The Lark. It's by Hollyland, the Lark M2. And I looked at a lot of other systems, and this is about half the price, but I think the audio quality is equal to, if not maybe even a little better than some of them. So that's why I chose it. Now, there are people who swear the other system is better, and honestly, you go with what you prefer. In this case, this is what I prefer, okay? So now, I'll open it this way. How's that? And that way, if I want to swing up the camera and talk to you, I can. It'll be a little bit easier. Maybe not too much. Maybe I should swing it around. We'll see. So, all right, here we go. Again, I try to do this so I don't damage the boxing too much. It's just a personal preference on my side. In the end, I know it doesn't really matter. It's going to get trashed, but that's just the way I am, as I said. All right, so now I got, come on. Hopefully this is not terribly boring. I mean, what I'm looking forward to doing is putting together a in-depth how-to video on this particular product for you. Give you all the pluses and minuses. It's actually a pretty simple system to operate, but I want to give you all the details and and give you close-ups on the video, which I don't really want to have to take time to do right now. Okay, so now the next order of business is, there it is. Look at that. Can you see that? There's a, that's what I'm looking for. Now, unlike the Apple product, no, that wasn't Apple, that was Osmo rather. I have to cut it there, okay? Now, theoretically, look at that, there, it opens right up, okay? Push that out of the way, turn this over like so, and voila, hey, look at that. Again, there's the documentation right there. And then here are the key ingredients to the system. Now, as I said, and I think what I will move the camera where I can see it, so I can make sure I'm showing you accurately the equipment. So, can you see that well? I want to make sure that's going to focus on the. Hey, Susan, great to see you. Okay, come on, now focus up, baby. Come on, don't give me a hard time. Maybe I'm going to have to swing it around. Let's see here. Tell you what, I'm going to swing the camera around again. So I go there. Okay, there's, come on. Okay, come down that way. And I'll put the box here. That will help a little bit, I think. See if we put the box down there and we go down to maybe 3. Brandania, aloha. Oh man, it's great to see you guys here. This makes my day. Okay, so as I said, this comes with 2 different receivers. One's a USB-C receiver, and I can't remember what the other system is. Come on, focus up. Focus up, focus up. Come on, baby, focus up. La, 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 la. Come on, focus up. Okay. The point is, you have the option, no matter what mobile device you're using, to connect your receiver to one or using one or the other. So I find this very handy. Okay. Now it's already got all the packaging. I'm not going to undo the packaging right now. You get the idea. Like I said, all this will be done in a live, not a live stream, but an edited format sometime in the next few weeks. Okay. Now, again, this is how there's a secondary receiver, which I'm going to show you. That's in the other box. In fact, this is how it would look when I unwrap it. Okay. I'll show you what's inside it. So I'm going to put this back in the box here. You guys get the idea. It's open. I'm going to put away the item, the mic. Now, another thing is, like, as I said, I'm wearing a wireless mic. Hopefully the wind is not too bad. Let me know if it is. Oh, thank you, Brandania. I'm glad that that's the case. So this is what it looks like on the inside, okay? So this is both the charger and the carry case for your mobile mic device. This is your mobile mic, and this is the second, or actually, I guess the third receiver. If you have like a traditional 35 millimeter camera or some other video camera, this would, hang on, let me pull it out. All right. This would allow you to attach it to your camera, and it does the same thing. As you can see, those 2 lights there, let me see if they're, there you go. See how they're blinking blue? That's for the 2 different mics. And I'm wearing one of them, and then over here is the other mic. Again, you can see it's blinking. Or at least it was. Yeah. Now, what's really interesting about this system, it's both good and bad in my opinion. Because what this does is it uses a magnet to attach to your clothing. So let's see if I can make it happen on my sleeve, so you get the concept of how it works. So this is going to be clumsy, I'm sure, but I'm going to give it a shot. So what you do is you put the magnet on this side, and then you see how it just pulled to there? Look at that, it doesn't come off. Okay, so now I don't know if this may be picking up on the camera as well, because now this is connected to the receiver that's, I've shown you. It's, well, I'm pointing up here, but if I point my finger this way, on the other side of my finger is the receiver that's operational now. And yes, it is picking up both because I see both lights are on. So let me turn that off. And now this is what I mean about, this is the downside. If you don't remember that you got that magnet there, I think it could easily fall off and get lost. I think that's perhaps the only real downside about this system that I've discovered so far. But hang on, I'm going to bring the camera around again. Up we go, and turn the camera around. Yeah, there you go. Hey, it's starting to work a little bit better all the way around. So what I'm going to do is, now that we've done this, we've been in live for about 20 minutes. I'm going to take a few minutes and we'll walk around the park. I think I'll put the camera down. I'll walk away from the camera. I'll walk way out there so you can, again, get a sense of how well the microphones function at a distance. So far from the tests that I've done, I've been very pleased, but I haven't done, all the testing that needs to be done so I can give you an accurate, keep looking over here. I need to look at you guys. That's the polite thing to do, right? Just stare you right in the eyes. Oh, what's wrong with me? And don't say everything, because we know that's not true, or do we? Okay, enough of my silliness. Okay, I'm gonna pack this up, put that in here. So there's that. Now, okay, all right. So the first order of business is I'm going to set up the camera. Oh, and this is the other reason why I decided to get a wireless mic. As much as I like the iPhone, when you switch to the camera on the reverse side of the phone, it doesn't have a microphone on that side. So it's using the microphone that's facing me right now. And thus, when you switch to that lens, the audio quality is diminished. And I don't like that. And of course, I can have two people on the same time at the same time talking. It's lunchtime, and I haven't had my lunch, so my blood sugar is low. So I'm starting to mumble. I think I'll try not to do that too much. All right. So now, what we'll do is I'm going to point the camera. Let's see, what's the nicest view? All right. Let's see here. Okay. That's not too bad. I'll do a little pan for you first. So again, a little fast, wasn't it? As when the camera's pointing the other direction. So the question is, tell me which view do you like best? So I'm going to stop over here in just a second. That'll be view number 1. And then the tree that you were looking at earlier, that will be view number 2. So what do you think? Oh, it looks like I got company. Got some people next to me having their picnic. The weather, oh yes, the weather is great. It's in the 70s. Now this morning it was about 56 degrees when I got up at about 8, but it's warmed up nicely. It was overcast, but where I live, we're about maybe 10 to 15 miles from the ocean, so getting the overcast is typical. So in fact, I think since they're having their lunch, I'll just walk us around, and then I'll set the camera up somewhere. No, I'll just go ahead and go out there for you. That's actually a good test. I'm going to go in this direction. So you're going to see my back at first. Let's see. All right, here we go. So obviously, I can't see your comments on the live stream, so I'll have to read them, after the stream is over. But I would like to know from you, what do you think? Is it working the way it should? Oh, I tell you, the sun feels great. This is wonderful. This is a great park. I love this. Okay, so that gives you an idea of what it's like. And now what we'll do is oh, I didn't put the gimbal away. Boy, that was bad news. I'm gonna have to take a moment and do that. Hang on. All right. Hang on, I'm gonna swing it around. Thank you, Alas. I appreciate it. Brandanya, thank you too. Okay, so I'm gonna swing the camera around again. Okay, so give me a moment here. I left this out. I did not pack it up. Well, that was foolish. Who's the, oh, Linda B. Everywhere. Great to see you. Oh, thank you. Thank you for the information. Good audio. Oh, and I assume that hello is for Linda B and not for me. Hey, that rhymed. Okay. I got a nice crowd today. So give me a second here. I'm going to pack this up. And I might even, yeah, well, just hang on. Just give me a moment here. Tell you, I definitely need to have some lunch, though. I am hungry. All right, so we'll pack this up into the camera bag and take off the cradle like that. I like the way this breaks down, but again, the more parts you have, the more chance you have of losing something, right? There's nothing perfect, you know. You have to, you know, trade off one thing for another, and I think this will work out nicely. Okay, so got that locked up. We got that locked up. Okay, I'm gonna put this on my shoulder. In fact, what I think we might do, I'll walk you through the park. It's gonna be a bit tricky because I'll have to carry the. Yeah, I guess I can just leave this here. Yeah, my paranoia. I don't like doing things like that. Okay, no, I'll just leave here where I can see it. I just want to walk you through that part of the park, and we'll swing back. Yeah, no, I'll just do it this way. There you go. See, I got it worked out. All right, so now I will once again swing the camera over. Here we go. So I want you to get an idea of, now this is really a small park by comparison. Let's see. Hey, Nasha Broad. I know what you mean, Nosh. It's a little disconcerting at first, but I like it now. I'm really stoked at this point. I'm glad you all are here to hear it first time out the gate and can give me honest feedback. And look at that! Isn't that beautiful? This is spring weather here in Southern California. You know, I'm south of LA by about an hour and 15 minutes. And what I was going to tell you is that the area that I am in, which is Mission Viejo and Laguna Niguel, and there's a whole series of cities in this area. There are lots and lots of beautiful parks like this. And my goal will be this year to do a stream regularly from a new park, maybe once a week. You know, we'll see. I'm reluctant to make commitments anymore because I've certainly dropped the ball on a lot of plans I had had and promises that I had made. You know, I don't want to go into the details, but things got in the way. Okay, let's just put it that way. But regularly, right, Nosh? Exactly. So, and in fact, what we'll do is I'll take you up and show you how close I am to the street. Now, behind me is it's a neighborhood, if you can see. I'd zoom in for you, but again, my hands are full with the camera gear. Well, maybe I can, yeah, we don't need to do that. But again, well, look at that. That's a beautiful view there as we go down. So we track down into this gully. Now, this gully during the wintertime will be filled with water. This is actually a creek. And you can see here, I think you can see, there you go. That's about as much water as it gets. In the really heavy rain, it will fill up to the banks up there, not to the top, but to the edge. You know, it'll go wide as from tree to tree. So now, just interestingly enough, like I said, this is a very long and narrow park, and right over here, they have a another more substantial stream. They've diverted the creek so it will actually go here. And and you can walk down there. I can see people down there, and I've seen people on their bikes. But we'll go this way so you can see that. So yeah, that's pretty cool. So see, it used to be that's how much water would be in the creek I was just in. Now it's been diverted over here, and they've got set up so when it's heavy, rain, and I won't call it flooding, but it does fill up. And as you can see, I don't know if you can see, oh, you can see there's bike riders over there, and you can see all the traffic. See, hang on. Traffic is over that way. And there's a nifty little bridge over there. As I was saying, there are dozens upon. Now, there's some nice parks near where I live, but they're not as nice as this. This area was built, they started building this area up substantially in the 1980s. And at the time, I did a nice job. And it makes me sad to think that that type of mentality does not seem to hold anymore in the world. No one cares about making things look beautiful. And, let's face it, people need open spaces. They need sunshine. They need greenery, trees and flowers. We are not meant to be, constantly surrounded by concrete and fluorescent lights. Our bodies are meant to be outside. Yes, you have to protect yourself from the sun, especially those who are like yours truly, fair-skinned, and deal with skin cancer, frankly. In fact, here, what the hell? Since I brought it up, I might as well show you. This will give me a chance to sit down for a moment, put my gear down here. And in fact, we might just wrap this up here, but hang on. I keep changing my mind. I don't know how well you can see it, but can you see the side of my face? All that is basal cell carcinoma that's being treated. That's why it looks so brilliant and it's so bright red. There's a medication called Fudex, which I use on it. I have been for 2 weeks, and this is the result. All that area that's red is the cancer, but the Fudex is designed to kill it. And fear not, this is not the first time I've had to deal with it. Because I'm so fair-skinned, since I was a young man, I've had to deal with skin cancer. I've even had this part of my nose reconstructed because they had to cut out about a dime size worth of skin cancer. I've had probably about 50 spots on my back burned off. I've had spots on my leg carved out. Oh, alas, I'm reading your message. Oh, good for you. I'm glad you're living out in the countryside. Oh, no, that's interesting. Nosh, light control box for weeks at a time. I'm not quite sure what you're referring to that. I hope that's a good thing that you're not being facetious there. Because, I was reading about the problem with CFLs and incandescent lamps that they're emitting blue-like frequencies, which are really not healthy for people. And they're pushing now that we should be having lighting that's more on the red spectrum of the light frequencies. And I've always preferred warm light in my house. I remember when I first got my first CFLs, I hated them, and I immediately just went out and tried to find traditional incandescent lamps or bulbs. They had I guess restricted them and put them out of service. But now you can get, I guess, CFLs with the warmer tones. I've got them, and I think there's more research and more changes coming in that industry to make lighting better for people. Oh, okay, Nash, I get it. Well, listen, I appreciate it, guys, that you're concerned about my health and the fact that I've got the skin cancer thing. But listen, there are two other types of skin cancer that are common: squamish and melanoma. And melanoma is the one that can kill you. And I don't have either of those, and I'm not a candidate for getting them. I've been, proactive in, dealing with my dermatologist to make sure that I stay in good health skin wise. And, overall, I'm feeling pretty good these days. I'm starting to feel back to, where I was about a year and a half ago when I had a lot more energy. Now, that's not to say I'm 100% back, but just being out here and chatting with you guys, it makes a difference. It makes a big difference. And I really appreciate all of you for supporting the channel. And for those who are new to my channel, I invite you to check it out. My channel is a mix of things, and I don't want to go into it right now because I want to make that a separate stream, but you'll find that I have a mixed bag of videos. I got do-it-yourself videos, I've got cooking videos, I got silly UFO comedy videos, I've got travel videos. Oh, thank you, Alas. Appreciate that. I'm all over the map with my content. And from what I've learned, if you want a channel to succeed, you have to pick a focus and stick with it. Otherwise, the analytics doesn't understand how to push you out to the right potential viewers. Now, do I care? Yes and no. I want to do what I want to do because I like to do it. And if I'm doing it just to make money, just to get viewers, then I may not want to do it at all. I may just shut down the channel. But again, this is all for another stream, okay? Don't worry, at this point, I'm not about to close shop anytime soon, okay? So I tell you what, I'm gonna wrap it up now. I'm hungry, I've got to go get something to eat. And that's another thing, finding healthy food, it's hard, especially with all the fast food stuff. And I'm trying my best not to get into eat fast food. I've stopped eating at Jack in the Box and at, McDonald's. Oh God, McDonald's is at the worst as far as I'm concerned. One of the things I'm eating more when I'm at home is I've gotten into avocados. Now, I didn't think I liked avocados. And then somebody said, well, just try it. And they had this seasoning that I put on there. And I can't remember what it was, but it's kind of spicy. And I just said, oh my God. Okay, Dosh, you take it easy. Talk to you later. Yeah, avocados are great. So now I'm eating avocado sandwiches on a piece of bread with that seasoning on it, along with kiwis. I found that I really like kiwi too. So again, those are stories. See, I'm going off topic, right? This is it. Once I get chatting, next thing you know, I'm all over the map. So I'm going to say what I was going to do. I'm going to say goodbye. If you like, what you see, don't forget to like and subscribe. I have a Discord server. I'll put the link for the server in the description box after I'm over with the stream later when I get home. And until next time, I'm going to say it Brandanya way. Aloha. Take care, guys. Bye-bye.